It's Week 7 of the National Football League. And our focus goes to Jalen Johnson. He's coming off the bye week, ready to return to the field. It's the Bears and the Lions, and it's coming right up on EA Sports.
Bit of a sloppy track here at Soldier Field. Still getting some of the wraparound rain bands of a low-pressure system that's hovered over Chicago the last couple of days. Today we've got a matchup here in pivotal Week 7 between the Detroit Lions and the Chicago Bears. Brandon Gaudin joined as always by Charles Davis. CD, you look at the Bears in this one. Their run game has proven superior so far this season, but that could change this week because now they face the best defensive front in the NFL. It won't be easy for them, Charles, to let that ground game do the heavy lifting like they usually do.
I think you're right about that, and I'll guarantee they have a backup plan in place. But I also don't think they want to shy away from what they do best, which is running the football. Maybe their style changes a little bit. Maybe the blocking scheme's different, but they're definitely going to test them in the run game before they abandon it.
Getting toward the halfway point of the NFL season, Week 7 is underway on EA Sports. So here are the Lions now coming out for their opening drive. And leading them out there, we get a look at their 6'3" quarterback.
And coming off of an early season open week. And in this situation, what he told us when we sat down with him was he spent a lot of time working on fundamentals, kind of getting back to basics during that time, as opposed to having to worry about healing up or resting up. It's too early in the season. Get back to the basics, get his game going again.
Now a play fake here on first down. And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. In on the sack, the former Buckeye, Tyquan Lewis.
It may be cliche, but it is something that holds up over time, doesn't it? If you're the visitors, you don't want to let the crowd in the game early.
Yeah, and that's exactly what they did there. But you said also this defense, they're going to give them a lot of looks like we just saw there, aren't they?
They certainly are. They're a proud unit, and they're going to ride the momentum of this crowd with them, and that's why they got after them early.
Got to hope that's not a sign of things to come as they face an early second and long. Looking to throw. Callaway. Now they go screen. It's complete. Give him 3 on the screen. He couldn't break free, and it's third down. Backed up here. Tough spot. Needing 11 yards to pick up the first. Now throwing on third down there, but he cannot connect. On fourth down, Jack Fox on to punt for Detroit. And here's a very low-line drive. Almost whiffed on it. Only 29 yards on the punt there. Definitely not his best. And the Bears take over. So out comes this offense to take over for the first time. They'll be led out by a first-round pick back in 2021 from Ohio State. It's Justin Fields.
Would you say that last week's performance by him, workmanlike in terms of numbers?
1 touchdown, 1 pick, but obviously a loss.
Yeah, that's the bottom line for him. All he cares about is how do we find a way to win the game. Maybe leans on a few other parts of the offense, and hopefully springs a receiver or 2 free.
They'll start on the ground with Montgomery. And just 1 yard here from the 49 to the 50. Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. From the 50, here's Fields. Incomplete.
Well, they certainly did a nice job there, picking him up out of the backfield and then running stride for stride with him. That's good coverage, and it led to an incompletion.
And that one complete to Keene, the tight end. And he's going to come up a few yards short. Brought down at the 45. So 5 yards here, 5 on the play. And that's going to make it 4th down.
One hallmark of good defenses is understanding the game, understanding positioning, and tackling immediately in the secondary after catches. I think we just saw that on display right there.
Got to him before he ever had a chance to think about turning it upfield. And this is off target to the left. Didn't get there anyway. It's no good, and this will remain a scoreless game. That would have been from way downtown. Pretty big roll of the dice, and he comes up a bit short.
Yeah, you knew when you saw the holder setting up on the other side of the 50 that this was going to be a long shot. But to me, there's really no loss here because you've shown confidence in him. Kicking it from a long distance, that'll pay dividends. And the miss, you can shake that one off. He wasn't likely to make it in the first place.
Now this offense got to be loving this. After the long missed field goal, they'll take over on the other side of the 50, 1st and 10. Now the first play of the drive there is incomplete. An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. To throw again, Callaway. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Baker. And they're going to get this down to about the 37.
And that's a more than acceptable read right there because it's zone coverage, so timing is everything. This time he waits for his man to come open, puts it right on him, and they pick up a 1st down.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Just a yard on the 1st down carry, so it's 2nd and 9. The Lions in a very solid 4-1 here in the early part of the year. And they come in with fresh legs. They got the extra time off thanks to an early season open week.
And usually your hope is that your open week comes a little bit later in the year. But when you get a chance to get your fresh legs back, you have to take that time and run with it. And that's what they're trying to get done here.
A throw there, but that's going to wind up incomplete. That's running out of steam, and it won't get there. He left.